without the environment, we are non-existent. Imagine walking through your normal day life. There's no way you can't interact with the environment, from the soil underneath your feet, to the air you breathe, to the sounds you hear. Nature is a very, very huge part of our existence, and we shouldn't live in disharmony with nature. We should understand that nature needs to be preserved so that we can be preserved as humans.
A changemaker boot camp in Lagos, Nigeria. 20-year-old environmental activist Oluwaseyi Moejoh founded an NGO for training the next generation of movers and shakers. Her students here explore ways to make saving the environment creative and fun. Such as separating waste in pairs with their legs tied to one another. At the end of the workshop, the best project is decided on. The NGO You Recycle supports the winning idea. Moejoh's NGO has reached over 6,000 young people in 11 African countries.
I've learned new ways to upcycle, recycle, how to go about it, and how to be a leader amongst my peers. I want to continue actually educating my peers and people younger than me about the impact they have on the environment, the good impacts, and then the bad impacts that they can also have on the environment. I also want to teach them how to be leaders and be change makers amongst their peers and other people around them.
Someone described the climate crisis as, for instance, a young child is standing in front of a bus that is coming straight ahead of her and just smash her in a bit of an eye, and then nobody's really doing anything about it.
Students from the Bright Achievers School have spent several days collecting and cleaning plastic bottles. With a touch of paint, they transformed into street decorations for their neighborhood.
When you look at the other side of the school, you'll see that we have a dirt there, which contains a lot of plastic bottles. And we see that we can make use of these plastic bottles. And what we now come together as a team, that what can we use it for?
Last year, the young people collected over 12,000 bottles as part of similar projects.
They are doing what they call upcycling. Upcycling is a process of converting waste into something of value. In this process, it's not like recycling, because recycling you have to break it down to raw material and use that raw material to create something. But upcycling, you're using that stuff to create something like probably an artwork, a monument, or something that basically is very aesthetically pleasing.
The sprawling city of Lagos has a special waste management authority. Oluwaseyi Moejoh is hoping to get support from the department, which has just acquired 100 new garbage trucks. The local government is also investing money in local recycling incentive programs. Currently, hundreds of recycling containers are still waiting to be installed around Lagos. Oluwaseyi Moejoh wants to ask the Waste Management Director why the city is still choking in garbage.
15 years ago, these plastics, they never existed. A lot of us were using glass bottles where you drink and then you return your bottle back to the bottling company to refill. But with the population challenge and the growth, it is necessary for us to find an easier and quicker way to get all their products to us. So if there is a way we can prevent their usage, it's always going to be better than the recycling side of it.
The young activist unexpectedly finds an ally in the managing director. The two quickly agree to plan a joint conference for high school and university students.
Now, when is the next event again?
So the next Global Recycling Day is March 18th every year.
March 18th. Yeah. All right, so we can plan. I think I'm happy. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's do it.
And there's plenty of work to do before that.
Nigeria's constitution has so many laws, but it's just written. Most of them, they aren't put into practice. We need to make laws and effect laws, implement laws, enforce those laws concerning preserving the environment. For instance, issues like climate change and glass flaring, oil spillage that is terribly impacting the Niger Delta region. There are laws that are supposed to be protecting those communities, but they aren't being followed because companies are choosing profit over planet, profit over lives.
When Oluwaseyi Moejoh isn't busy saving the planet, she studies law at the University of Lagos. Here, too, her focus is environmental protection. But sometimes even the most dedicated climate hero needs a break. Spending time with friends is a welcome reward after all the hard work.
And I'm still tired of sitting back and watching the planet deteriorate into a very, very horrible state, right? We don't have much time and we need to take action as soon as possible to preserve what we love. And issues like climate change, for instance, is actually a threat to those things. No one is too young to make a difference. You probably heard that before, and it's a fact. Don't ever look down on yourself. Don't ever look down on your circumstances, your background, your family, like where you came from. You have so much potential.